we'd been in a little bit of a rut. I think just we won. Obviously, we were 2-1, but it just didn't feel the same. The energy, and then after tonight, you walk in that locker room. There's a different energy. These guys have, got something going here tonight, and I think it was started by our offense. I know everybody wanted to talk about the defense at halftime, having 0 points and things like that, but when you can control the line of scrimmage and move the ball the way they did in the first half, I think a lot of momentum, a lot of energy for us on both sides of the football was created there.
Aaron Rivera set the tone early in the ball game, 4 touchdowns, 3 of those in the first half, and kind of moved it with ease.
Yeah, we did a good job. I mean, Des Ridder had a command of some things today. Our ability to throw the football and not just run it I think sometimes we get into a rut where if we can't run the football, we can't generate some energy. And we came out tonight here and generated energy through the air as well. And when we got balance, I think we were a lot tougher football team to stop.
A lot of talk about wanting to start fast. You get the nice kickoff return, getting good field position. Do you feel like that was kind of what you needed to jumpstart this?
Yeah, I mean, we've been saying. I mean, last week, a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, the team the group that really set the energy and the momentum was the kickoff team. If you really look back, we didn't play well early on, but that kickoff team was really the kind of spark that got us going. And I don't just mean because they knocked the ball loose or something like that, but I mean the way they go about their business, the energy and the speed they're running with tonight. Have the kickoff return, and we got some guys that I don't know that we've had in the past that can do some things with the football. And I mean that in the return game. And if we can give them opportunities, I think we can generate a lot of energy. Even 10, 15, extra yards from those guys, I think generates a lot of energy for us. And this game's a game of energy and momentum.
On that note, Ryan Montgomery was kind of a forgotten about guy because of his gray shirt. How important has he been, and is he becoming to this team?
He's just getting healthy. He's been kind of hobbled a little bit with an ankle, and he hadn't quite been himself. I think we saw some things in camp that, obviously was really good with the football and secured the football and could catch the football well, but you never know when these freshmen, the lights go on, what they're really going to do when they get the ball in their hand. And, both him and Trey have, been really, really strong for us. The confidence level that we've got in them right now, and our ability to bring balls out of the end zone, the ability to say, hey man, if you got an opportunity, don't fair catch that thing, get vertical for us and make something happen. I think like I said, there's where a lot of that energy is also coming from. Not just, it doesn't have to be just the defense or the offense.
Defensively really swarmed the ball tonight and kept Marshall down in distance behind the sticks a lot.
I think we were really good on first down. And I think that was a big key for us, having the ability to change up a little bit coverage-wise sometimes instead of just getting into a rut and win the first down battle. If we can get ourselves into those 3rd and 8+, 7+ situations, our combination of rush and the guys that can cover behind us really make it difficult. And I think that's the key for us tonight. In a lot of those 3rd down situations, they were 8+. And offensively, that's just a really tough kind of a situation to be in on a consistent basis, and it kind of added up for us.
I think this is the version of Ridder that we all expected to see coming into this season. Was there any adjustments he made or the offensive line made that you feel like kind of sparked it?
No, I just think that sometimes you get into some of those ruts with your energy and different things like that, and this last week and a half it's been different. And I can't pinpoint one thing. I talked to the team about it on Sunday night when we came back in. There's not one thing I could tell you we can do to kind of get our mojo and get some energy back, but there's some things we got to do together that really take some time. And it's individuals that can have a better grasp of things and can do things quicker. Obviously the quarterback, and Des in particular, is one of them, and I felt it all week, and he came out tonight and really showed.
How do you feel like the offensive line bounced back after a rough couple of weeks?
They did a good job. I mean, really did. I mean, I thought that this was one of the more active fronts that we were going to see. Obviously UCLA was a really big, stout front. Obviously, week 2, Ohio State has a phenomenal front. Miami kind of outworked us a little bit 2 weeks ago, but this was one of the more active fronts that I had seen on film, and they really did a really, really good job tonight, controlling that thing up front, both in the run and the pass.
How nice is it to have a guy like Vinny be able to step in at tackle or guard if you need him?
That's what we knew we kind of wanted to develop, and when we talk about those 22, we try to say the 1As and 1Bs. It's hard at an offensive line position because you don't roll guys as much at offensive line, but we knew we need to have 7 of those guys, any situation that came up, and for him to have the experience he's had this year so far playing some tackle, to be able to step in there and really do a great job for Coop.
And then Alec Pierce, I'd imagine what he's doing isn't surprising you guys. It seems like he's stepping into like a leading role.
He is, and you know, we've kind of bounced him around as we talked about. You know, in bowl practice last year, he was a linebacker, and as we started spring, he was kind of didn't know which side of the ball he was going to be on, and you know, he's kind of really taken some ownership in the things that we're doing. And you know, when you build a connection with your quarterback, I think it really makes it, you know, a little bit different as well. And I think that's what he's doing.
And why is it whenever there's a heads-up play, it seems like Josiah is the guy that is the one around the ball?
We could do it all over again, just like the UCLA game, and a guy that he's the culture of what we're talking about, and he is. He's got an opportunity to continue to play this game, and I wish we had him for longer, and we're going to continue to use him.
Got to see kind of that full complement of tight ends tonight. That everyone knew that had the talent coming in, but a lot of them got to show it tonight.
We did. We got, obviously Bruno got a touchdown pass, but Josh Wiley got in there a little bit more and started mixing it up after he's been dinged around a little bit. Lenny Taylor goes in there and is really the guy that can pretty much do everything. We got to continue to develop those guys, and I always think it's tough defensively when you can mix in some tight ends that that aren't one-dimensional.